I said hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay,
Oh,
thank
I'm
you.
okay.
How are you?
Also okay.
Okay, nice. Well, we won't waste our time, I see. Okay, and let's
Mm-hmm.
get to work right now immediately. Have you looked through
Mm-hmm.
your homework feedback? I said, is
Mm,
everything clear on it?
yes, I just look
Mhm.
mm, quickly,
Have
not
you have
thoroughly.
you seen, for example, the mistakes which have been made by you? For example, here, the other part of society, why there? You know that, yes,
Uh-huh.
it's okay if we say other part, but in this
Uh-huh.
case, the other part means that you look at society as the whole thing, right? And if
Yes.
you divide it into two parts, one part and the other part, so together
Uh,
these two parts make the whole society. That's why
mm-hmm.
if you say other part, it means absolutely different, which is not related to
Uh,
the society you're talking about. You see? I
uh-huh.
see.
I see, I see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for example, socks. One sock and the other sock together they make a pair.
Okay.
Understood?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Nice.
I see.
Well, and I unfortunately I haven't found a thesis statement. Okay, and this is what the examiner will be looking for. I say
Yes, I
because
heard.
I can't
Uh-huh.
see what idea do you support. You see, what is your personal
Uh,
point of view?
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's why your
I skip
opinion is different.
I skip
Yes,
this
yes.
part.
Although you have demonstrated it in the conclusion, but I say, you see, the examiner read it from the beginning to the end, and that's why the first thing he's looking or they are looking for is your opinion. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, the next, okay, here, respect them and food. Um, well, actually, I forgot why I put this sign here, this symbol here. Okay. Due to this argument, people should care for their sentiments, respect them, and don't use them for medical experiments and food. Uh, Forgot I said animal supporters believe that plants like fruits and vegetables are not for people sustenance. Mm, well, okay, let's skip it. I said if I
Mhm.
will just look at it again. Okay, I will come back to it later.
Mhm.
Okay, the
Mhm.
next one.
Okay.
Well, this paragraph is really, really good. However,
Mhm.
look, what's wrong with this sentence? Firstly, they think that humans are evolutionary on the highest level and it was
Mhm.
evolutionary created. You see something's wrong with it. Evolutionary. Try to avoid using the same word within one sentence. And that's why I tried to paraphrase it and were. So it means that humans are evolutionary on the highest level and were initially created to have intelligence. Mm-hmm. Were
Mhm. Mhm.
initially created to have intelligence, and I would disagree with the word sense because sense, what is sense? What is the meaning? What is the connotation of the word sense? Sense means feeling, right? But in your case, I guess that you are talking about consciousness more rather than
Разум.
sense. Mm-hmm. Razum. Sense is not razum. Sense it's more
М.
about feeling, you see? Mm-hmm. It's
Окей.
something
Мгм.
different. Razum немножко другое. It has a little bit different connotation, you see? That's why
Мгм.
I've got that you mentioned разум. Я поняла, что это разум, but it's not sense, it's consciousness. Разум
О,
как сознание, Асель. Разум как
ага,
сознание, all right?
ага.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
Well, the next
so
one. Да, это немножко
consciousness.
лингвистическое.
Ага.
Yes,
Consciousness.
consciousness,
Ага.
or maybe awareness. It's also a synonym, awareness. Have you heard this
Ага.
word?
Окей.
Awareness, yeah?
Awareness is easier.
Awareness, really? Okay, just let
Yes,
me tell you
yes.
here. Uh-huh. Awareness.
I
Mm-hmm.
will make mistakes in what consciousness.
Ah, yeah. So the spelling is really, really challenging. You
Yes.
see? Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
see what you mean. Well, the next one here. First or zero conditional. Again, Asil. I suppose that you are talking about the fact if kids
Mm-hmm.
don't have proper diet, they have iron deficiency, anemia,
Uh,
right? So
uh-huh.
again, zero conditional, that's why they have iron deficiency. Do you remember the
Will
rule? Without will. I said, do you remember
um
in what situations we use zero do you know what zero conditional is? Do you remember what zero conditional is?
mm-hmm.
When we talk
Yes,
about facts, for
yes.
example, uh,
Uh,
y- yeah, for example, what?
mm-hmm. Mm, if snow hits, it melts, something like this.
Yeah, some kind of natural laws, right? For example, natural laws, yes, they belong to the zero conditionals. Yes, absolutely right. And here, I guess this is the fact again, right? That's why we know it as a general truth, right? It's a general
Mm-hmm.
truth. That's why zero conditional. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this is a really good example. Yes, my applause. And
Mm-hmm.
while benefits was used, the word benefits was used twice again within one paragraph again. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't repeat the same words in one sentence or even in a paragraph. Try to use synonyms or just try to paraphrase them. Well, benefits, and I have typed some synonyms here: plus, upside, or advantage. Okay, so you can use one of them. And instead of use here, yes, use is fine. However, you have already included the word use or something like this previously. That's why I suggest you to use the word exploit. As you can see in the task, it says, wait, not be exploited. You see, not be exploited.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can use exploit in your essay. All right, essay.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is the synonym of use for one's purposes. Well,
Mm-hmm.
good, really good. And writing task 2, it's brilliant, I guess. Okay, 7.5 instead of here. The lines, again, I said, remain stable. Lines cannot remain stable. Data or figures or numbers can remain stable. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Please avoid making this very common mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is everything clear now? Yeah, I will
Yes,
send you
yes.
the screenshot here, so this
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
back. Well, okay. Uh, as for your speaking, I said I have listened to it twice, okay? And yes, you have mentioned some tense mistakes. Yes, I have noticed them. For example, here, just where when I saw her for the first time, I thought she was
Mm-hmm.
an arrogant or something like this. Yeah, okay. But there are some more mistakes. Look at these 3 sentences, please. I said, could
Mm-hmm.
you find the mistakes you have made?
I didn't want to make friends with someone.
Mhm. Okay, the something's wrong in terms of uh,
Prepositions.
no, preposition's fine, with is fine, but
Um,
something's wrong with the word someone. I say. What type of sentence is this? Positive, negative?
Negative. Anyone.
Yes,
Anyone.
anyone. That's right, anyone. Yes. The next one,
Mm-hmm.
we went to home together after school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something's wrong. And here you've made the mistake with related to a preposition. I see.
We went home.
Of course, go home, right? Without any prepositions. And finally, in the next part of the school year, a new girl came to our class. And something's wrong with vocabulary here. You see, vocabulary, something in logic, just one word cannot be used in the collocation you have formed.
Mm-hmm. In the next part of school year, a new girl came to class.
No, it's fine. Okay, the mistake is in the first part of the sentence. In the next part of a school year. Okay.
Школьный год нельзя говорить, да? School
No, it's
year.
fine. It's also fine. Something's wrong with next part. I said, can we say next part? Is it
In the
logic? Is it logically is it logic to say this way? Next part. Even in Russian, if you translate it into Russian, what do you get?
следующая часть школьного
Yeah,
года.
something's wrong, right? Something's wrong, right? Well, how can you say it in the right way? Well, okay, so school year part one, part two. First part and
Second.
second in the second part of a school year. You see? Okay. Next part is the logic. You see, it's illogic. Yes, first part and second part. Yeah, that's why it seems to be wrong. Well, yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. So, and in general, it was fine. You have covered all the points which are provided on your cue card. Okay, so it's fine. Well, okay. Any questions?
No.
No question. And by the way, have you answered the first part questions and the third part questions on your own? I said, because I sent you the whole speaking test, but I'm waiting only for the second part audio, you see? However, it doesn't mean that you have to skip the first part and the third part. It also just gives, they also give you a chance to train your speaking skills. I see. Okay, please take it into account.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Well, so as for today, we are going, I said, to talk about problem solution essay, and we're going to cover a problem solution essay and a cause solution essay. Cause and solution essay. Well, so we will be talking about the most common mistakes. We will be talking about strategies, of course, how to analyze the task and how to structure your essay in a proper way, right? And of course, you will have a practice task. Well, can you see my screen? I said, yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Well, problem and solution essays are one of the most common IELTS writing task 2 questions in the academic module. They are very, very common. Okay, cause and solution can be met not as often as, for example, problem solution. This is the most common, you see, type. Well, here
What is
is
the
the
difference? Problem
cause and
solution
solution. Problem solution, this is the way, this is the essay where you have to list the problems and solutions related to these problems, okay? And cause, it means what is the cause for this situation mentioned in the task. So you are given the situation in the task and you have to mention why this happened, not problem related, but why, cause, reasons, okay? And provide the possible solutions. I said, clear? Well, yes, but the structure is almost the same. There are some differences, but let's see in practice, all right? Let's read the sample task, please, Asil.
Global warming is one of the biggest threats humans face in the 21st century, and sea levels continue to rise at alarming rates. What problems are associated with this, and what are some possible solutions?
Yes. Well, of course, as soon as you see the task, you have to analyze, right? Analyze it. Well, let's think about 3 things. What are the keywords? What are the micro keywords? And what are the action words? I said, what are the keywords, please?
Global warming,
Mm-hmm.
threats.
Yes.
Так.
Okay.
Ага.
Well, what about micro keywords?
М,
So does it mean that you have to write only about global warming? So global warming is something general. So is it necessary to cover all the
Sea, le-
problems related to this
sea
issue?
levels, sea levels,
Sea levels and
rise.
rise. Yes. Okay, so these are the micro keywords. Okay, so the
Mhm,
general topic is global warming, and the micro keywords, subtopics, are
mhm,
sea levels and rise. So that is what
mhm,
you have to write about. Mhm.
mhm.
Well, and what are the action words? Action words, it means a call to action. Do you remember? I said call to action. So
Так, simple solutions. In the question or
no,
in the
in general, as soon as you look at this card, so where is the call to action part? Action words, it means they help you identify what you have to write. What type of essay does this card belong to?
Mhm, mhm.
What type of essay? I say, what type of essay is this?
Problems
Yes,
associated problem solution.
problems and solutions. Yes, so these are the call to action. This is the call to
Mhm,
action part or action word. So you have to write about problems associated with this and possible solutions, some possible
mhm,
solutions. Okay, yeah.
mhm,
All right, go ahead. So students make lots of mistakes. Most of students make lots of mistakes when dealing with the problem solution essay. And here are some of them presented here. I said, let's read the list. And
Simply.
recommendations, yes, are also provided.
Okay. Common mistakes: simply listing lots of problems and solutions without expanding on your ideas. Recommendation: pick one or two problems and solutions and then expand on them with explanations and examples.
Yes,
Mhm.
two is maximum. I said two is maximum because you are limited in time. Okay, two is enough. Yeah.
Writing about problems and solutions that are not directly linked to the question. Recommendation: only give very specific ideas rather than generally talk about the overall issue. Identify keywords and micro keywords in the questions.
Mhm.
Mhm. And the last one: thinking of good ideas for problems and failing to link solutions to these problems. Thinking of good ideas and failing to link. Recommendation: each problem should have the actual solution. Mhm.
And even just maybe this is not the full recommendation. I'd also add that you have to think of simple ideas. I say, think of simple ideas, think of simple problems, so that you could discuss and provide simple solutions. Because sometimes students think of superb ideas. They want to, excite or just amaze the readers, the examiners, and that's why they try to choose sophisticated ideas. Don't do that. Simple ideas, okay, for problems and solutions. Well, is everything clear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now here is the structure which is recommended to follow in order to
Mm-hmm.
provide a very good or successful essay. Please. As you
Mm-hmm.
can see, it consists of four paragraphs as usually. I see.
Mm-hmm. Introduction, paraphrase question. Okay. Outline sentence. Main body paragraph 1. State problems. Explain first problem. Explain second problem. Example of second problem. Main body paragraph 2. State solutions. Explain solution to first problem. Okay, explain solution to second problem. Example of solution to second problem.
As
And
you can
conclusion.
see, yeah, sorry. I said finish.
Summary of main points in paragraphs 2 and 3. Summary. Yes, of main points in paragraphs 2 and 3. I
Yeah, this
thought
is the
that
key.
I will. I thought that I need to write problem then solution. Problem then solution.
It's one of the methods, right? It's one of the templates. I said, actually, you can do this. But okay, problem solution, problem solution. All right, it's fine. It's the easiest way. It's the easiest. If you succeed in it, you can do it. However, I have chosen the template which can help you illustrate well your expertise, you see, expertise and deep knowledge in IELTS, you see, in the IELTS skills, you see. I say, but if you can successfully present an essay related to the template mentioned by you, yes, it's fine. Yes, however, what I would advise you, try to write an essay according to the first structure, problem solution, and try to write one more essay which is based on this structure. I say, why are you smiling? Why are you laughing?
Okay, I will try. I will try.
Why? Yes, you should try. But I say this, I will show you the sample answer, which demonstrates that this template is very efficient. You see, very efficient. Okay, but it's up to you. Of course, it's up to you. If you follow the first plan, it's all right. It's also fine. It's also fine. But this one is more sophisticated. It shows the examiner that your IELTS skills are higher. I mean, just you are not a kind of well, how can we say? You are not just a kind of infant in English in IELTS skills, in IELTS expertise. You see? Well, go on. The next one here. Well, and by the way, I say, look here, example of the second problem only. And example of solution to the second problem only.
Yes, I noticed.
Yes, all right. Go on. Let's paraphrase the question, Asil, please.
Global warming is one of the biggest threats humans face in the 21st century, and sea levels continue to rise at alarming rates. Nowadays, humanity suffer from the consequences of global warming, such as rising of water levels. Then
at a very high speed, at alarming rates, or just
it's very high speed. At a very high speed.
Okay. Now the outline sentence. I said, as you can see, thesis statement is skipped. Why? Because you don't have to demonstrate your opinion. You see? So now you have to show the examiner what you're gonna do, what you're gonna write about in the following paragraphs.
This essay will illustrate illustrate the the problem. No.
Yes, you may say the problems or the issues.
The issues which leads to this situation, and their and possible no, not possible, and can I say solutions?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Solutions.
And suggest some solutions to resolve these problems.
This phenomenon, right? Or problem, but problem has already been used. This word has already been used. That's why you can say, for example, phenomenon, or to solve this, yeah, I guess situation, right? Okay, yeah. Well, in general, fine. I said, however, the second part of your introduction should include clear and exact problems and clear exact solution. Not just, it's not just about writing. This essay will suggest some problems, okay, in general, and then provide some viable, for example, solutions. No, you have to write clearly what are the problems and what are the solutions. I say, yes, not in general, but rigidly. You have to answer the question rigidly. Well, and to do that, I will show you how to do it. Well, first of all, here is the sample answer. Could you please read it, Asil?
Climate change is among the principal dangers facing people this century, and ocean levels are increasing dramatically.
Okay. Which method of paraphrasing is used? How was the task paraphrased? With the help of what?
Principal danger is.
Let me show you the original one here. Global warming is one of the biggest threats humans face in the 21st century, and sea levels continue to rise at alarming rates. And now, this is the sample answer.
They changed время.
The tense?
Yes.
Okay, here, yeah, and continued, yes, at alarming rates, for example. Well, but what is the main method? I say, we know just two main methods of paraphrasing. The first one is using the voice, and the second one is using synonyms. So which method was used here?
They just use synonyms for each.
Yes, absolutely. So synonym paraphrasing is used here.
Sea, ocean, climate change, global warming.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Biggest threats, principal dangers. Okay, good. Well, now let's think of the outline sentence. As we know, the following goes the outline sentence, right? and it shows the examiner what you will write in the rest of your essay, right? Well, and as I have already mentioned, you have to, before you write the outline sentence, you have to think of ideas. What ideas, what exact ideas you're going to include in your outline sentence? Well, and in this way, I said, don't think of something really, really complicated. Think of simple ideas. For example, use a coffee shop method. Do you know what coffee shop method is?
No, no,
No?
no.
Okay, pretend you are in a coffee shop with a friend, okay? And your friends, for example, just ask you a simple question. In this case, it would be, what are the problems and solutions associated with sea level rise? Okay, with sea level. So in this case, what answer would you provide? So answering this question, what ideas would you present to your friends? Just the first ideas that come to your mind. Try to brainstorm. You see, try to brainstorm. That's why it's called a coffee shop method. When you feel relaxed, when you don't think about the exam conditions, if a friend of yours asks you this question, what will you answer? Okay. Well, and here are some of the possible answers. The first problem, possibly you will mention flooding, right? Flooding of people's homes and businesses. Of course, it's not. This is a very common problem, actual problem of our reality. Yes, unfortunately. Well, so, and what is the solution for this? Build flood barriers or move to higher areas, right? Simple, simple. Build, for example, dams, what else? Floodgates, etc., right? You know what dam is? I say.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what?
Dam,
Yeah, okay.
the dam with some.
Right, right. Well, problem number 2, please, I said. Could you read?
Loss of agricultural land and starvation. Solution 2, switch to more suitable crops. Problem 3, displacement of millions people. Solution, move people in a planned and orderly way before the floods. Problem 4, groundwater undrinkable. Solution 4, build desalination plants.
Of course, some of these solutions are long-term solutions. I said, of course, they will take a long time, right? Anyway, they are solutions. And these are the first ideas that come up to your mind. You see? Yeah? Of course, build desalination. Of course, you can't do it just in a minute, in an hour, or in a week, even in a month, right? It's a long-term solution. Anyway, it's a solution, and that's what you can think of right now. Okay. Yeah. Well, so these are the 4 most common problems and solutions related to water rise, global water rise. And now let's see how the outline sentence is formed. You just pick the ideas you know most about. For example, from these ideas, you can choose 2 which you are familiar most about. And what we get is, I think,
This essay will first suggest that the biggest problems caused by this phenomenon are the loss of lands and the flooding of homes, and then argue that pollution reduction and building flood protection are the most viable solutions.
viable solutions.
Viable solutions.
Well, you see, you have mentioned before you have made up a sentence which is quite general, right? will provide some problems and possible solutions. However, as I have mentioned, you have to include exact problems and exact solutions. This essay will first suggest that something caused by something, and then argue that, and here you have to provide solutions which are the most viable solutions. Okay. Well, and here is the full introduction. I say, please go on.
Climate change is among the principal dangers facing people this century, and ocean levels are increasing dramatically. This essay will first suggest that the biggest problems caused by this phenomenon are the loss of land and the flooding of homes, and then argue that pollution reduction and building flood protection are the most viable solutions.
And the examiner can clearly see that you are going to write about loss of land and flooding of homes as the biggest problems, right? And that you consider a pollution reduction and building flood protection as the most effective solutions. Okay? Yes. You have to state it in your outline sentence. Well, and now I say we're gonna study and analyze the sample answer. Okay. Well, we have already read the introduction. I say let's read the body paragraphs and the conclusion.
The
Please.
foremost problems caused by climbing sea levels are that land is being lost and people's residences are often flooded. The foremost. As water levels rise, low-lying land is submerged and many countries become smaller. Furthermore, millions of people all over the world live in coastal areas, and if the sea rises by even a few feet, they are inundated with water and lose their property. The devastation brought about by this was clear for all to see during the 2011 tsunami in Japan, in which millions of people were displaced. Example of
What's
the
done?
second
Right.
of houses are flooded.
Good.
Okay. Possible solutions to these problems would be to reduce the amount of pollution being created and to build flood barriers. If each person reduces their carbon footprint, the negative effects on the environment will be reduced, and this will mean that the water level will stop rising. Furthermore, flood defenses such as dikes, dams, and floodgates could be built along coasts and waterways, thereby stopping the water from reaching populated areas. The Netherlands is one of the most populated areas in the world and also one of the most vulnerable to flooding, and they have successfully employed various flood defense systems. Okay, solution first, solution second, and example of second solution. Netherlands. Okay, to conclude, stemming the rising tides. Oh my God, stemming the rising tides.
It means
I don't know this word.
forming the rising tide. So it means appearing process of the rising tides. Okay, appearing of the rising tides.
Okay, by increasing global temperatures is one of the foremost challenges we face, and it will ultimately lead to some countries losing land mass and many of the world's cities being left underwater. But possible solutions could be to protect our environment and to utilize the flood prevention techniques already used by countries like Poland.
Yes, as you
Mhm,
know, Holland and Netherlands it's the same, right? Okay.
mhm,
Yeah. Well, so what's done in paragraph one? The first sentence states the problems, right?
mhm,
Mm-hmm. Well, then the first problem is explained,
mhm,
right? Okay, then the second sentence is explained furthermore, right?
mhm,
And the second, and the example of the second problem is provided. Okay,
mhm,
well, in
mhm,
paragraph three, possible solutions are stated in the first sentence, both of them. Then the first solution is explained. Then the second, furthermore, again, second solution is explained, and the example is shown, right? And in conclusion, yeah, so all these ideas are summarized, okay, and
mhm,
described briefly in the final part, okay?
mhm, mhm,
Well, now you see, I said why it's more complex. I mean, this structure is more complex rather than the template provided by you. Okay,
mhm,
but of course, okay, a solution problem. Okay, for example, body paragraph one, solution or problem, sorry. So how many sentences will you, and how will you do it? Uh-huh. For example, here you can see two problems are stated. The first problem is explained, the second problem is explained, and the example. And how would you organize if you, for example, follow the first plan, problem, solution, problem, paragraph one, and solution, paragraph two? What will you do?
mhm, mm,
For example, in paragraph one, what will you do if you have a, if you follow
mhm.
your plan? Mhm. First
To begin,
sentence will do what? Yeah.
to begin with,
Uh-huh.
to begin, there is blah 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 problem.
Uh-huh. Okay. Then what will you do in the second sentence?
Mm,
Explain it, right?
yes.
Expand this idea, explain it.
Uh-huh.
Then,
Give example.
okay. Well, that's good. That's also good. And in the third paragraph,
And give solution all in one paragraph.
uh-huh. Solution. You mean state the solution, explain the solution, and provide the example, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Yes, but in this case, you have a kind of a risk, I say, to get the underword penalty. So be very careful with the number of words. You see?
uh,
Uh-huh.
mhm,
Three sentences only in your body paragraph one, three sentences only in your body. They should be very, very expanded. But in this case, you can face another problem and make lots of mistakes with complex sentences. I said, you see?
mhm,
Well,
mhm,
that's why it's also very crucial. You know that one of the criteria is to um, make complex sentence, but not complicated sentence. You see?
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Well, and if you are not very experienced in it, you can get the underword penalty and not write, for example, 250 words, minimum 250 words. You see what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of
All right.
course.
So, good. Now keep working, and we have. That's all about the problem and solution. I said
Mhm, mhm,
structure and analysis. Well, now let's deal with cause and solution.
mhm,
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Well, cause and solution essay. And here is a
Mhm.
sample answer, a sample question essay, please.
Mhm. In some countries, the average weight of people is increasing and their levels of health and fitness are decreasing. What do you think are the causes of these problems and what measures could be taken to solve them?
Well, you have asked me what's the difference, right? What's the difference between problem and solution, causes and the difference is a meaning. What is cause? Cause means reason. So it
Mhm.
means you have to explain why this situation happens.
Mm,
So what are the causes for this that people, lots of people are overweighted, right?
mhm,
Well, so you have to explain what are the reasons, not what is the problem. However, they're very close to each other. Very close
mhm.
to each other. Let's see. Again,
Intro- uh-huh.
yes, please, I say.
Introduction, paraphrase question, outline sentence. Main body paragraph 1. State a cause, explain a cause, consequence, effects.
Consequence,
Ah,
effect. Mm-hmm.
consequences. Wait, consequence, effect.
Mm-hmm.
Effect.
Mm-hmm.
Example of consequence, effect. Oh, it's something. Так, state a cause, explain a cause, consequence, effect.
Consequence, it
Main
means
body.
what it can lead to, right? What can it lead to? What is the final consequence for this if this trend if this trend continues to develop? You see, I
Hmm.
said. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
Main
example.
body.
Yes.
Main body paragraph 2. State a solution, explain a solution, result, example of result. Uh-huh. Conclusion, summary of main points in paragraphs 2 and 3.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It means mentioned in paragraphs. This is a thesis. That's why I sometimes skip the words. Just mentioned in paragraphs 2 and 3.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, here again, state a solution, explain a solution, result. If you follow this advice or this solution, what can happen, right? And the example. All right.
Mhm.
Well, now, Asil, please
Mhm.
be extremely attentive because I'm going to show you the universal template, uh, how you can provide the solution in your cause and solution essay. Well, so
Mhm.
usually a government advertising campaign is proposed as the best solution. Yeah, this is a very universal idea. Well, so for example, there is a problem and how can you solve it? Of course, the government can help, right? And luckily for most problems, a government campaign that educates people about the issue is always a good solution for
Mhm.
most problems. Let's read this extract. See.
The most practical solution to this problem is a government sponsored awareness campaign. An effective advertising campaign could warn of the dangers of a poor diet and hopefully raise awareness amongst the public. The raised awareness of the problem would lead many people studying a healthier regime. For example, the UK recently lobbied the citizens to eat 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables a day, and this resulted in a dramatic decrease in obesity related illnesses such as stroke and heart disease. Oh my god. Like
Yeah,
the most.
yeah. hmm Just read it once again.
Mhm.
So what is done? The solution is proposed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it
Mm-hmm.
is explained, and in fact, what it means, a government-sponsored awareness campaign. So what it means, it is explained.
Mm-hmm.
An effective advertising campaign could warn of the dangers, right? Okay, then result, this raised awareness of the problem would lead many people starting a healthy regime. Result, yes, if you follow this advice,
Mm-hmm.
it will lead to people to many that many people start, yeah, a healthy regime, and
Mm-hmm.
the example is provided,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and this is the template. I say this is the template that you can use to write the second body paragraph for the cause and solution essay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what it says is the most practical solution to this problem is a government-sponsored awareness campaign. An effective advertising campaign could warn of the dangers of X, okay, something, for example, dangers of obesity, yeah, and hopefully raise awareness amongst the public. For example, the UK recently, or just UK or any other, right, country recently lobbied their citizens to do something, and this resulted in something. I
Mm-hmm.
say, you see? Well, if
Mm-hmm.
you memorize this template, this scheme, okay, you can use your own ideas related to the topic you have, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and get the full body paragraph too. You see?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well, now practice makes perfect. I say, well, here
Mm-hmm.
is the question, and you have to use this mentioned previously template to write the paragraph. Well, the question
Mm-hmm.
is, I say,
In many countries, schools have severe problems with student behavior. What do you think are the causes of this? What solutions can you suggest?
And
Uh-huh.
for example, you are writing paragraph 2 where you provide the solution to this problem. Think over, I say think over first of all, and then please
Mm-hmm.
announce your ideas.
Так. Ой, бай. Так, почему нужно? Мгм.
Well, do you have any ideas?
The most practical solution to this problem is a government sponsored awareness campaign. An effective advertising campaign could warn of dangers of indiscipline among among students,
Mhm. And hopefully.
and
Uh-huh.
hopefully raise awareness amongst the public. For example, the UK recently lobbied their citizens to create motivational videos for students
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with with с привлечением, with including famous famous famous
Celebrities?
celebrities. Yes. And this resulted in increasing and this resulted in decreasing of of um, adolescents
Misbehavior.
misbehavior. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. All right, good. I see. But well, the citizens to create motivational videos with participation of, right? Not including, not
With
include because included something
uh,
different. Yeah, with participation of celebrities, celebs. Yeah.
mhm,
Mm-hmm. And this resulted in uh improvement in how did you say that? Improvement is
in
my
the
word. I changed
uh-huh.
something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this resulted in decreasing of adolescents misbehavior.
Uh-huh. Okay. Decreasing uh of the rates, I guess, because you
Yeah,
cannot
yes,
decrease misbehavior, right? You cannot decrease it.
yes.
Yeah, but you can decrease the rates, yeah, of
Uh-huh.
misbehavior among
Resulted in
Mhm.
and this resulted in decreasing
Uh-huh.
mm,
The rates
the rates of adolescents.
misbehavior. Uh-huh. Okay. Of misbehavior among
Ah,
adolescents, right?
uh-huh.
Mm. You may say
In
like this, or
decreasing. Okay, okay. Can I repeat? Yes, and this
okay.
resulted in decreasing mm, of rates of misbehavior
Mhm.
among among the British adolescents.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, good, good. Well, how did you find it? Well, the
Dif-
main idea is, I said, of course, the main idea is to, mm, on this stage right now, is to memorize this template, and then to
Mm,
practice providing ideas. Okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Well, this is number two goal. This is number two goal. But goal number one, aim number one for you right now is to memorize this template. And then
mm-hmm,
apply it every time you deal with a cause and solution essay on different topics. You see?
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm,
Well, now, okay, here. Well, here is the sample answer. I said, please.
mm-hmm. The most practical solution to this problem is a government-sponsored awareness campaign. An effective advertising campaign could warn of the dangers of students' misbehavior, ah, misbehavior, and hopefully raise awareness amongst the public. For example, the UK recently lobbied their citizens to teach their children about the importance of respecting teachers, and this resulted in a dramatic improvement.
Mhm.
Ah.
But you've had your own one. It doesn't mean it's incorrect, I say. It was your own
Mhm,
one, okay? But
mhm,
it's a little bit different, okay?
mhm,
Well, and now I said it's time to study the sample essay.
mhm.
Well, So let's see.
Mhm,
It's about obesity, right? Problem, not
mhm,
problem, but obesity situation. Let's
uh-huh.
read it.
Read, read whole, yes? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
or the only the solution part?
No, 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 no. The whole, because we haven't read the introduction, I said.
Okay.
We haven't read
Mhm,
it.
okay.
Mhm.
In some nations, people are getting heavier, okay, and standards of health and and well-being are falling. This essay will suggest that the principal cause of these issues is the type of nourishment they are eating and submit a government education program as a mm, viable
Viable.
solution. Oh,
Hmm. Yes,
ah,
viable.
followed by recent conclusion. The main cause of the health crisis currently affecting so many individuals is overconsumption of poor quality sustenance,
Hmm.
convenience, convenience foods and junk foods, such as microwave dinners, chocolate bars, McDonald's, and pizza, have become a ubiqui- ubiquitous
Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous.
ubiquitous part of modern life. Eating too
Hmm.
much of these high fat meals causes many to gain weight, and this has knock on effects on someone's general wellness. For example, the movie Super Size Me demonstrated that a person who eats this kind of food all the time will not only get fat, but also suffer from such things as raised blood pressure and even fatty liver disease. The most practical solution to this problem is a government sponsored awareness campaign. Just repeat this sentence.
Yes,
An
template. I say
effective.
actually, the whole paragraph is based on this template. But
Uh-huh.
some ideas are changed because the topic is different. It's about obesity, right? That's why
Mhm,
X, Y, and Z are changed. Mm-hmm.
mhm. An effective advertising campaign could one of the dangers of a poor diet and hopefully raise awareness amongst the public. Poor diet X. This
Yeah.
raised awareness of the problem would lead many people starting in healthier regime. For example, the UK recently lobbied their citizens to eat 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables a day, and this resulted in a dramatic decrease in obesity related illnesses such as stroke and heart disease. In conclusion, the current health crisis has been caused by an over reliance on unhealthy foods, and states should curtail this
Mm-hmm.
by educating people on how to make healthier choices. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. There are lots of new words, I say, yeah, of
Mhm.
course, but you can, if you study it carefully, you can work out the meaning, and you can replace these unknown words by more simple words, you know. But of course,
Mhm.
it's also recommended to take down the new words, high level words, and learn them as well. For example, viable solution, you see,
Mhm.
not just simply a good solution, right? Efficient solution, but viable solution. It's also a good collocation. Well,
Mhm.
as you can see, this word. How did you read it? I
Sustenance.
said,
Sustenance.
sustenance. Yeah, sustenance is a synonym of what?
Nourishment, food,
Yes,
meal.
that's right. Good. Well, uh,
Oh yeah, I
ubiquitous.
don't know this word.
Ubiquitous. It means appearing everywhere easily.
Uh,
With the sushi, so you can find it everywhere. You see, for example, fast food. appearing
Ubiquitous.
everywhere, easily, ubiquitous,
Ubiquitous.
ubiquitous, yeah.
Ubiquitous. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Even spelling is hard.
yes, quite
Ubiquitous.
hard. Quite hard. And look, a good example is demonstrated here. Supersize. If you watched it, it's a documentary. It's a documentary which announces fast food, especially McDonald's, as a very, very um, just as a huge harm to our health. You see, huge harm.
Mhm.
Well, it
Knock on,
announces. Well, where is that?
knock on effects.
Oh, knock-on effect. It's an indirect effect, domino effect. I said domino effect. You know what it is, yeah? So which appears not quickly, not very quickly, but afterwards, sometime later, as a result of something else. Well, what else? Yeah. So in general, you see what this paragraph, as I have mentioned, is a template, right? Just a paragraph based on a template, but you have just to change some ideas. If we're talking about poor diet, so you can put a poor diet here, right? Okay. And some new ideas can be added related to the question. Okay. Well, and what's that here? The main causes causes are stated here, then they are explained, yes, and the examples are provided here. Okay, the examples precise me. Wow. So now you see, yeah. Any questions?
In the last paragraph, and states should curtail these.
Okay, now you try to work out the meaning. In conclusion, the current health crisis has been caused by an over-reliance on unhealthy food, and states should curtail these by educating people on how to make healthy choices.
And
Well,
states should resolve this.
Yes, absolutely. Resolve this. Crisis has been caused, and states should curtail this by, yes, resolve. This is the synonym. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know such word. Curtail.
Well, so now you see, I say, the difference between the problem and solution and cost and solution essay. Do you see?
Yes.
Wow. So, and of course, you can predict and you can guess that your home assignment will be connected with the problem and solution and cause and solution. Two essays. I will send you two tasks on two essays.
By Friday, yes.
Yes, till Friday you have to submit it. Yeah.
I will try.
Well, yes. So, and don't forget to follow the exam conditions, I said, because 1 hour, 40 minutes only. Okay. Do you follow these time conditions?
No.
No? And how much time approximately does it take you to write the full essay, for example?
1 hour.
1 hour. You have to cut down the time spent, I say.
Firstly, yes, I reread slides which you sent me, then try to understand the structure of the type of essay. Then I write it in my copybook. Then I rewrite.
But I mean,
Rewrite it.
I mean, writing the essay, not just analyzing the files or just presentation I have sent you, but writing the essay in general.
Yes,
How
yes,
much? 1
hour,
hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour.
Well,
Mm.
so
Yes,
we have to
it
cut
is
down the
longer
time.
than it is
Mhm.
longer than 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, as we can see, it results in high band score because you see, on average, you get 7.5 for your writings. But I said the time is your enemy. The time is your enemy because you will not have 1 hour to analyze your essay. You see? Now you do it really well. I mean, you submit really good essays, high band score essays, but the problem is the time, limited time. So, well,
Yes,
um,
it is because I write it after lesson and I know type of essay. Yes, I don't think
mhm.
that in the real files I will get such
I said, look,
points.
don't give up, don't give up.
Mhm.
Your plan is, uh,
Minimum
actually, you should do,
7 points.
yeah, okay, maximum 7.5. Okay, just it's not about that right now. I mean, you have to schedule your preparation time. I mean, to get a high result, you should do these tests every day, daily. You see, daily. For example, you have your diary, and you know that from 5 till 6 on Monday, you not 5 to 6, but minimum 2 hours. From 5 to 7, you will be doing your test every day. Um, you have to choose the time which you can spend, okay, on doing your tests every day. I say not just only when I send you your home assignments, you see, but you have to do it regularly. Regularly, and you have to choose the time. For example, my students, okay, some of my students, they come home, okay, and they know that every day from 7 till 9 they do their test every day regularly. You see, for example, on Monday, reading and listening. For example, on Tuesday, speaking and writing, or speaking and reading. You see, you have to vary the tasks, but you have to do it on a regular basis. I say, I will send you the Cambridge IELTS tests. So I think one book is enough, and you have to do it on a regular basis every day. Okay, without notifications from my side. I said you have to do this and this. You see, you have to plan your preparation time, because without it, I think you will not have any other chance to cut down the time you spend on doing your writing, for example, or reading. You see? Well, so is it clear? I say what I try to explain.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, everything
Mm-hmm.
clear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid that.
You're busy with your work.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, no,
But
no
I will
chance.
try. I will try.
Yes. Okay. Just try. Just a step
Mhm,
by step. All right.
mhm,
I will send
mhm,
you the book, and do your best. Do your best.
mhm.
Just do your best.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all for today. I said, see you next.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
see you on Friday. Yes, see you. Goodbye.
Bye. Have a good